We had a nice little, well,
you had a nice day off.
It was nice for me. I guess, probably fun for Jimmy.
I kind of had a nice day off. It was nice to see old friends.
Yeah.
For the people that don't know, a good friend of mine from the old days, fraternity brother of mine, died.
The old days.
Died. Yeah, I lost touch with him in the last, bunch of years.
Was it like one of those movies where everyone gets together and one of the old friends dies and you talk about things?
Oh, God, yeah. Like my phone blew up in the last week.
Oh, my God, are you okay?
From people I haven't talked to in, I'll say like 20 years.
Wow.
And then I'm just talking to them like we never went our own ways.
Yeah,
it's weird how that shit happened. Big time. So
what, are you talking about like grades?
No.
Oh, see, I thought.
No, we weren't about grades. I brag about my college education, but man, I skated.
Yeah.
I fucking figured out all sorts of shortcuts to get through that shit because I knew the classroom for me was a waste of time.
Yeah.
I was up there to partay.
You needed practical hands-on experience.
Yeah, the Opster was there to party and to learn the craft of radio.
The Opster? Did anyone call you the Opster? Up there, hey, it's the Opster.
No, I got a lot of Gregs and a lot of Opies.
Oh.
Not any, no Opsters.
Oh, damn. Got to get that flying up there.
I know. Oh, by the way, for the people that fly, I feel for you.
Yeah.
It's a fucking nightmare out there. What's going on? Because of the sequester, they fucking got rid of some air traffic control guys or something?
Yeah, apparently they've cut back on TSA and air traffic control. And
I was in the Rochester airport for a total of 3 hours yesterday. Ooh. And when I tell you, if you're in the Rochester airport for 5 minutes, it's too long.
Wow.
There's absolutely nothing to do.
Yeah.
Like Newark, they have like a little sushi bar. They got all sorts of shit going on.
Hang out at a little pub.
You almost feel like you're at a mall.
Yeah.
Not Rochester. Oh my! There was a Hudson News and a fake Starbucks. Ooh. And a McDonald's. I think that's all I saw. There is nothing to do, so I'm just walking, just pacing, walking down the hallways. And this was after I got the phone alert that my flight was going to be delayed back to New York. But then I got there, and then they decided to delay it more. And they said something about, traffic in the Newark area.
I fucking hate that when you leave where you're staying and you're rushing to get your flight, and then it's delayed 3 hours. And you're like, yeah, I could have just been in bed.
Yeah, I don't go to the airport early in general ever. And I didn't go early yesterday. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
Because, checking in at that airport, you could do the whole thing in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You could pull up, drop off your rental car, and get through security and be at your gate. I'm not kidding, in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
How long would it take in the New York City area?
Oh, please be there 5 hours before your flight time. What?
5 hours. And they let me bring my Mama San spring rolls home.
Really?
That was very nice of them.
Did you have to take a bite out of one?
Well, they had all the sauces.
Oh, shit.
And then the one asshole has to tell me, the sauces are going to be a problem.
Are they?
And that's what I said. Are they? It's my stupid, I love this place, Mama San's in Rochester. It's Vietnamese food. And I brought some spring rolls home for the wife and myself. But it has little, fucking peanut-type sauces.
Oh, man. What if the pilot has a peanut allergy? You throw it at him,
right.
It's dangerous.
And I was going to say, can I at least taste the sauce in front of you so I can bring my stupid fucking late lunch home? But I got it through. All right. They decided to be cool.
Look at you, like the fucking investigative reporter that brings the fucking bomb on board.
Right.
Look what you let through. Sauces.
And, I almost sounded like who there. Sauces. And then I got on a ghetto plane.
Really?
I haven't been on a ghetto plane in a while. And a ghetto plane is one of those planes that is so obviously older than you.
Oh, yeah.
This plane was so fucking old. How old was it? They still had ashtrays.
Still had the shit stain from where Orville Wright was.
Right.
Hey.
I don't know. It was one of those tiny fucking planes where the lady has to figure everybody out. Like, okay, you have to sit over here now.
Oh, yeah. Little weight distribution.
And you know who they're looking at.
The fatties.
They're looking at the fatties. They got to redistribute the fatties.
And they know that. It's like...
But they don't say it that way. And they start politely by going... It was like the plane was like half empty. So they're like, empty seats and rows over here. Like they knew they had to fill people in.
Yeah.
And no one was moving. And then they started kind of hinting like,
Hey, Tubby,
you're going to fuck us up. You got to move over and up to the left.
What do you think? Jesus. They must want to have an even number of fatties on a plane.
Yes.
So they can, you get an odd number of fatties. Now you got to start figuring out how many regular people equal the fatty.
Right.
Put them, now you got to move multiple people per fatty.
But they're trained for that.
Right.
They just look at everybody and they just know. All right.
Yeah.
Somehow we got to get that tub of shit up here in the front without insulting her feelings.
The fucking pilot looks and just goes, and out loud, could you move that fat piece of shit up further?
Right. But that's what they're thinking.
Of course.
But they obviously can't say it that way. So they redistributed everybody. What kind of plane is it where the fucking wings are way the fuck above everything?
Oh, yeah, propellers?
Oh, yeah, we had propellers.
Yeah. That's, is it an Umbraer? Is it the Umbraer?
It's 2 seats on each side. This plane was old as fuck, and there were thunderstorms in the area, so I'm like, great.
Yeah. Oh, so you had to fly through the...
And I was
around the thunderstorms?
And I was sitting next to a chub.
Oh, you are?
A young chub.
A young chub?
Yeah.
Guy or girl?
Girl.
Oh, really?
Where it was one of those planes where you have the armrest that goes down.
Uh-huh.
And if she wasn't there, and I should have moved, but I was tucked away in my seat, and I was really fucking tired. I would have had the 2 seats. That would have been nice. But she was such a chub that we couldn't put down the thing. So I'm just rubbing like...
She was that fat?
I'm rubbing thighs with a chub all the way back to New York. She was nice, though. It was her first flight.
Oh.
And
did you comfort her?
Well,
did you rub that big pork that big pork, that ham hock?
We hit some bad turbulence, and she was freaking out. A bunch of people were freaking out.
Did she look like a big bowl of chili? Jiggling and wiggling?
Oh, everything was...
Was she jiggling?
I noticed the jig.
Oh, that's another story.
I know.
Oh, Jesus.
I noticed the jiggle, I should say.
Yes.
And then the stewardess, who was just banged up, white trash with fucking ridiculously crooked teeth.
Oh, she couldn't possibly be on like one of the main name airlines.
Why is that?
One of the big planes. It's like the day strippers and the night strippers at the strip club or the local dive.
Right.
You know, you gotta put them in where they're appropriate.
Yeah,
so the shitty little plane gets the crooked tooth fucking hag.
You know you're on a bad fucking plane.
Yeah.
God, we're doing bits right now.
And then you get Virgin.
I don't mean to.
Yeah, but you get Virgin Atlantic or something like that, or even Virgin American.
Right.
You know, their stewardesses are pretty fucking on the money.
They're aerodynamic, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just little like this. They're smooth.
Yeah.
This chick was banged up.
Yeah.
And we hit some turbulence, pretty bad turbulence. I haven't experienced that in a little while.
Those little planes will do that too.
Right. The thing dropped, and it was kind of give you. Oh yeah, I heard that the whole fucking time. And the chub I was sitting next to, it was her first flight. She freaked out a little, but she was kind of cool. And then other people kind of gave that gasp, and the banged up stewardess who's sitting at the front of the classroom. Yeah. That's how small this plane was. You could just see her sitting there staring at all of us.
Was she in her little seat?
Yeah. She fucking rolls her eyes. Like, people obviously, kind of gasp, like, oh, what the fuck? No one's screaming or anything, but they were a little fucking nervous.
She's like, bah.
And she decides she needs to roll her eyes because, she's been in this type of turbulence a million times.
She probably walked away from flaming crashes.
Yeah, exactly.
Just walking out of the fucking rubble like the Terminator.
Right.
All banged up.
I always look at them, though, because, I know they've had way more experience flying than I do, certainly. So if they're looking at it like, fuck, or are they still reading their stupid Us magazine, then I know we're totally cool. That's just regular shit.
Well, the veterans can usually do that. If you watched any of the airport movies, Opie, you will know that the veteran stewardess will tell the young, fresh-faced stewardess back in the galley area during a problem, like, just put a smile on and don't let anybody know. And then she goes out shaking. Can I get you some coffee? Stewardess, I've noticed we've turned the plane around. What? No, it's that. I love that cliche in every fucking plane crash movie.
That's hilarious, yeah. Yeah. No, I just had this. She was ghetto, man.
Yeah.
I could tell she could get some things done, if you know what I mean. She was ghetto.
Nice.
So, and then I was telling you just before we went on the air, I was my window was facing the fucking landing gear, that big, giant landing gear coming out of the wing.
Oh, yeah. Because you could see it because the wing is up high, so...
Yeah, coming out of the wing, on each side, obviously. Well, that'd be stupid if it's only on one side. And I just decided, like, as the landing gear's coming down, I see that tiny little wheel, like you were just saying, it's like a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, it really is.
And I'm tiny wheel. I decided, you know what? You've seen the planes land a million fucking times. Just fucking stare at that wheel.
Yeah.
Just fucking put your eyes on that goddamn wheel and just watch the process.
Yeah.
And man, when that wheel hits the runway, it's a violent fucking scene.
Yeah? Did you see some smoke?
You could see how that thing would just fucking twist off.
Yeah.
Just boom.
Yeah, well, it's going from 0 to like 100 and fucking...
Right.
30 or whatever it is.
Well, that's what I was watching too, because the wheel, perfectly still. I'm like, okay, it's gonna hit and start spinning like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
How do they figure that shit out? I don't know. Man. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I feel bad for the people flying. It's a nightmare. I had 3 hours in the Rochester airport, and I left Monday after the show, and I had at least almost 3 hours in the airport before I even left.
Yeah.
Half my day, I was gone a day. Half that time was spent in an airport. 3 hours on each side, not counting the fly.
People do that all the time. It's amazing. Like Jimmy flies a lot. He has been lately, especially.
Right.
I don't know how the fuck, because we know Jimmy.
Yeah.
How the fuck he doesn't just lose his shit, just start throwing things.
I don't know, but we don't have to get into it. But fucking going to fucking. Ugh.
Oh.
This one was avoidable too. That's what sucks.
Was there a lot of like you kind of open your eyes wide, look at the guy and go, what are you gonna do? Look at us.
We were all just kind of doing a little joking here and there.
A lot of look at each other, shake the head, and go, do that with the face.
And, the priest and everyone makes it sound like it's an amazing thing to die and be accepted by fucking
Jesus.
God and Jesus in heaven.
The right hand of Jesus?
But I think the reason why everyone cries their eyes out at the hole at the cemetery is because deep down they don't believe that.
Oh, God.
That's my thought for the day.
Is that it? That deep down?
Well, because I was brought up Catholic. I'm all over the place. I don't believe I don't believe in what they're telling me in the Bible, but I'm all over the place. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Right.
And some asshole on Twitter's like, just admit that you're an atheist and nothing fucking happens when you die.
Oh.
I would admit that if that's what I truly believe. I don't know. I'm just kind of like all over the fucking place.
Very mysterious.
But, I mean, they make it sound like it's a great fucking thing to die. Like, it sucks for the people that you leave behind, but it's an amazing adventure.
Oh, yeah.
And I came to the conclusion, as everyone's bawling, as our friend is being, laid to rest, that they're bawling because deep down they kind of doubt all those fairy tales.
Yee. So they just kind of...
Why wouldn't it be just an amazing, glorious fucking moment?
It would be. It would be.
I don't know.
But, like you said, who the hell knows? So you sit there and go,
I'm in the who the hell knows for real, for sure. Who the hell knows? But...
Well, regardless of what the fuck, that husk that you call your body is pretty much done at that point. Yeah. Whatever happens after that, with this essence of you and all that, who knows? But, oh boy, you'll never see that guy again. That's pretty much the bottom line.
And then you got the hack jokes that, like, it's an open casket and And then I had to hear from a few guys, like, you know, if anyone was going to sit up in that moment, it would be him. He would be the one. I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
I'm like, please don't do this to yourself. You know, out of anyone, he'd be the one that would sit up and go, hey, surprise. Woody. He'd be the one, right? Because he was what? The jokester in life?
Look out.
The fun-loving guy. He'd be the one that would set up this whole fucking thing to just sit up. Would he? I was so fucking embarrassed when, and this guy had to say it nice and loud because he really thought he had a good one.
And you were just kind of like, the big douche chill.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was my official. Yeah, it was kind of the big chill, man.
Yeah,
going back to like my.
Oh yeah,
going back to sort of where I went to college. I mean, college was what 30, 40 miles south of there, and everyone coming back for a funeral. Yeah,
that's completely.
But you're right. It was the big douche chill.
The big douche chill. He'd be the guy.
He would get down.
Am I right? Yeah. Was there any post festivities?
Yeah.
I mean, was it a little awkward to maybe share a beverage and be like, hey, you know, seeing how he kind of went that route?
He was a drinker, so if people need to know. But he was way more than just that. So, but you know, the last few years of his life were more drinking than anything else, unfortunately.
Was there any like toasts? Like, hey, let's drink one for.
Well, yeah, you know, there's a little because you know his name in college was Dr. Fun. So. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, so,
Dr. Fun.
So you have to have one for Dr. Fun.
Yeah. Dr. Fun.
Yeah.
That's a pretty impressive nickname, though.
That's not a bad name.
If you're going to be called Dr. Fun, you are the front guy. You are the guy that's going to sit up in that coffin.
It's better than the Opester. I'd rather have been named Dr. Fun than the
Dr.
Opester.
Fun is pretty good. Dr. Fun.
Yeah. That drinking will get you, man. Maybe not all of us, but some people, man, fuck.
No moderation?
No, his moderation went out the window a long time ago.
Damn.
He was a solid dude, though. I don't want to focus on the fact how he went because he really was a good dude.
Yeah.
With two sons he leaves behind, a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old.
Eek.
The one kid looks just like him. It's creepy.
It's pretty bad when that's like preventable. If you just would have maybe, you know, been like,
Yeah, there were a few signs.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had body parts shut down and then start working again. And he decided that was a sign that he could, you know, maybe have a few.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. I mean, his friends tried. They did everything they could.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, I guess supposedly he was supposed to tap out a year ago. I didn't know any of this because I've lost touch. He had his kidneys and his liver were done. And they were basically saying, look, this guy's not going to make it. And then miraculously, a doctor suggested dialysis, and that got his kidneys working again. And he decided, all right.
So it gets a little better, and you decide to just, you know, maybe take up where you left off. Wow.
I guess.
That's Dr. Fun.
Dr. Fun.
Yeah.
I guess I say this to maybe help some people out there, man. Sometimes there are signs. That's the only fucking little speech I'll give you today. 'Cause in the end, he was a solid dude. That's why I went back. Because it's a guy I haven't seen in many years, but he was just one of those guys that, you know, he would light up a room. He'd come in and just make 10 new friends wherever the fuck he went.
Yeah.
He was a great salesman, but unfortunately the dark side of whatever was a lot stronger in the end. Yeah.
That happened with Anakin Skywalker, too.
That's true. That's right.
The dark side.
Dark side really got a hold of him.
Ever hear that story? Let me tell you. It's a long time ago. Apparently in this galaxy very far, far back.
So.
Wow.
But, man, I got to see Brother Weeze. That was kind of cool.
How's he doing?
He's doing good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's partying pretty good.
Good for him.
We went out on Monday night and had a few pops.
At
a place called Tony D's. Nice little joint in Rochester.
Tony D's.
You're going to meet Tony D. I think he's coming to New York.
Oh, yeah?
He's going to stop in and say hi. You'll like Tony D.
All right.
Yeah. But Weeze is killing it up there in Rochester. He's doing great. So, and then they were buying shots at the bar Monday night.
Shots.
And Weeze, I mean, Weeze is a lot older than me. A lot older.
Yeah.
And he still can't figure out how to fake a shot.
Oh, really? He was putting him down?
Yeah, he was putting him down. He had to get up to do radio the next day.
Oh, that sucks.
And on the way home, he's bumming out. He's like, it was, bad enough drinking a little more wine than usual or whatever. And he goes, but those shots. I'm like, I know, man. I go, idiot. I didn't do one of those shots.
No.
And he's all surprised, like, really? I'm like, yeah. Some guy I don't even know is buying shots for this whole crew here. And sorry, I'm not, the peer pressure is ridiculous. Well, come on, what are you, pussy? What are you, faggot? It's like, can you relax? I'm happy. I'm happy enough just drinking my stupid Blue Moon. Don't worry about it. I have a nice little buzz, and I'm going to have a few more beers, and, maybe if I decide I'll have a shot, but you're not going to fucking strong-arm me to have your stupid shot.
Yeah.
I'm too old for that. That peer pressure left probably when I was 25.
Yeah.
And, and if you're going to insist, that I do the shot, well, as soon as you fucking put your goddamn mouth to the shot glass, mine's going somewhere.
Yeah.
And conveniently, it was a nice garbage pail right there.
It's very hard to look at somebody doing a shot when you're doing a shot because your head goes up.
Right.
That's the time you use.
You got to time it out perfect.
It's like a magician. And then you're like, oh, oof, oof, ah, oof.
And you time it out perfect, right?
Yeah.
And then you give that whoa face.
And
then maybe a little slam of the shot glass back on the bar, and, no one fucking knows. Then you don't have to deal with the, you fucking, what, you're fucking too good for us now that you're on the fucking radio?
Oh, God.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah.
Those were complete strangers,
Right.
If it was guys I knew, then I probably would have done it just because, for Dr. Fun and all.
Well, you have to.
It was good, though. It was good to see some old faces.
Yeah.
Really good to see some old faces.
How do they look?
Good.
The live guys, yeah.
Yeah, they look all right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. The women, not so much, but
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
Well, we've all...
I've seen a lot of women in their upper 40s that do very, very well for themselves.
But you know what it is? Chicks, they really gotta work at it to look really good as they get older. It's just a fact of life. Guys, they can fall apart a little, and girls will still fucking,
right,
whatever. It's an odd circumstance, but that's the way it is. But man, if a woman gets up there, for the most part, not every woman, I know some just have great genetics or something, but and she doesn't work at it, eating right and some exercise and shit like that, man, can they get fat.
Right.
Holy fuckaroni.
A bunch of them looked all right.
Yeah.
But there were a few that were a little rough looking.
A little
rough looking.
Hit the old wall.
I'm not judging.
I'm not judging.
I'm not judging.
Who am I to judge?
Who am I to fucking judge?
Yeah, I hear you.
Dr. Fun wouldn't want me judging.
No. It was opened.
Yep.
Oh, those are terrible. Did you look?
Yeah, I always look.
I never look.
I don't know why, but I always
look.
I look and touch.
No, you don't touch.
I touch.
Why?
I touch.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Why?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I think it's out of pure curiosity. I don't think it's like, I got to have one last, it's just...
What do you touch?
Mostly the hand and the arm, usually. Yeah.
No, why?
It feels like a mannequin, more or less, with tough skin.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I do a little touch.
Don't touch.
A little touch.
Why touch?
I don't know. I do, though.
I'm stunned.
Why?
I don't even look. I go up there and I look down.
You can't
I never
even
look into their face.
Look.
No, because I don't want to remember that. Why the fuck do I need that memory?
And they might be the guy that opens his eyes.
Dr. Fun did it.
But he looked around the room, looking at everyone like, I gotta go.
Here it comes.
Out of anyone, we all know that he would be the... I'm like, really? He would be the guy, right?
You should have walked him up, holding him by the scruff of his neck and go, really? Look,
Right.
look at him! And just get all fucking uncomfortable.
Why are you laughing over there, Mars?
It's funny.
Oh, thank you, Mars.
Funny. Wow, geez. Boy, we're off to a good start. Mars thinks so. Ooh.
This must be ethnic humor.
Oh, right.
Mars, it always comes down to race, doesn't it? Yeah.
Anyway.
Wow, I can't believe you're a toucher.
A little touch. I touch. I didn't touch yesterday, really.
Yeah, really?
I touched
a little.
I touched the sleeve.
That's what? Did anyone?
I didn't touch skin yesterday.
No?
No.
Did anybody else touch? Did you watch somebody else touch?
No, because their backs are to everyone, so you don't know what they're really doing up there.
Well,
I'm not staring at every person. I would assume some other people are touching, but I'm not seeing it for myself.
Opie, I don't think anyone's touching. That's weird. I don't know. I find that is weird. No touch.
Sam, you don't touch?
No.
Sam?
Never. It's so weird.
Steve C, I touched.
Oh, my God.
What?
I touched him a lot.
Why?
I was bummed.
I don't get it. I understand, but...
Because I was mad, and I touched his arm in a few places, because he had just like a T-shirt on.
Was his tats showing?
And all that, man.
Oh, my God.
He looked like a guy that could have easily sat up.
Off to eternity with... He'd have been the guy. Off to eternity with the T-shirt?
Yeah.
Wow.
A Foundry shirt, I believe.
Yes. Hello, God.
Yeah, touch. A little touch.
The touching thing is so weird, though.
It is. I don't want to know about it.
I think it's creepier. Like you say, you don't look and you don't touch. I think that's creepier. Like if you look at it, you can almost put your head around the whole thing a little better.
No,
a little better.
Believe me, I can put my head around it.
A little better.
I just don't like. I like being like, well, let me think about Dr. Fun, if that was the case.
Right.
I'd be like, oh, yeah, that Dr. Fun. I remember that with Dr. Fun. I remember that. Ah, he's dead. His face is dead.
Yeah, I know.
I like eliminating that part from my memory by never putting it in the first place.
Gotcha.
Yep. You can't unsee that. I remember seeing like a relative once, and this is when I stopped looking.
Mm.
It was probably I was probably maybe in my early teens, around there.
Right.
And the person in the box was literally purple. They were purple. Purple.
Purple.
Yes. And now to this day,
You see purple.
I remember that person, and I have other memories and stuff, but it always just creeps in. Purple face.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, I remember. God, we went there. And then, hey, it's purple face. How you doing? Nah! I don't want to remember the purple face.
Why purple face?
I don't know. Because they're dead.
Because they're dead, Jerry.
And I
But purple,
remember that.
they usually figure that shit out.
Hey, whatever.
Who was the person?
Well, I don't want to say because I don't want to, I don't want to, if anybody's listening that was close to the person, I don't want to be like, you're fucking
I don't think I
family
can
member.
tell. I don't think I can tell college stories anymore.
Why?
I realize they all listen.
Oh, do they?
Oh God, they all listen. I thought I was sneaking some good stories through without hurting anyone's feelings. Oh, they all listen.
No.
Oh, they all listen.
Well, you haven't badmouthed anybody.
I don't badmouth anyone.
They probably like hearing the stories.
Yeah, I think so in general.
The big mac and cheese party? Did
no mac and cheese people were there, no.
If anybody was going to throw a mac and cheese party, it's the Upster. What? Come on.
No, then there was another story, like somebody got a phone call from our pal who's now, gone. Got a phone call when he was supposed to be dead.
What?
So then that was another joke, leave it to him. He's going to be calling us all the time.
No.
Leave it to him. He's going to bother us for the rest of our lives. But it turned out to be one of those weird things where someone else called from his phone.
Oh.
So it looked like he was calling people after he died, and that's, leave it to him. He would be the one. I saw my dad die.
Oh, man.
No, the only reason I'm bringing it up today, I bring it up a lot lately, is because what you just said. And to see someone die is beyond horrific, because you see what the body could do instantly after.
Oh, I don't want to know.
The colors change drastically.
Yeah.
Without getting too morbid. But I don't remember that as much anymore.
Oh, that's a good thing, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it at this moment because you brought up your thing. But in general, I don't remember that anymore.
Yeah.
That was downright horrific. I just remember cool shit about my dad now.
Yeah.
Not that. Not the last moment.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
The funeral I went to, the mother grabbed the son and the arm fell off.
Stop it. Come on. Why would that happen?
No way.
Why would that happen?
Jason, what's up?
What's up, boys?
Hey.
I wish I could say it was a joke, but it really, really wasn't a joke. First off, funerals are a tough thing. I have an uncle that's an embalmer, and I've been through a lot of like,
Obama.
hey, come this way. Come this shortcut, Angelo. You and your cousin take this shortcut, and he'd walk in, and there'd be two people getting, the fluid into their. It's just a crazy thing. But so at the funeral, it was a construction accident. The mom, old Italian lady, she's screaming and yelling. She grabs the kid, and she's like, whoa, whoa, and then whoop, the left arm just falls right into the casket.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold on. And it's not even funny, but I gotta laugh. And here you go, and you're looking in the casket. He's upright because the mom is grabbing him, and he's just limb in the bottom of the casket, like just the limb died. You're going to visit the dead limb.
That's funny. Jason has that Brooklyn attitude. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I wish I was able to take both of them because he had good working hands. He had very good working hands.
Right.
Have a great day, boys. Enjoy the day.
All right, we will,
sir.
man. Someone's asking, what about a goodbye kiss?
Oh, no.
No kissing.
No.
But we got a bunch of touchers.
That's
people
crazy.
That go with the quick touch. Nothing too crazy.
It's anything, any contact with that thing that is no longer a person is unnecessary.
Right.
A bit morbid, if you ask me. Again, I'm pulling an Opie. I'm not judging. But I'm just saying.
That soul thing is a powerful thing, though, man. Oh, you realize that soul thing leaves bodies. I don't know where the fuck it goes, but...
Oh, you're just a banana peel.
That it factor, when you see a dead body, you realize that soul thing is long gone.
Yeah.
Long fucking gone. Because you could see people sleeping.
Yeah.
And you see the soul.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not talking about and don't say, well, that's because they're sleeping, you see them moving. No, I'm talking about you're not noticing the person sleep, is moving. You see them and you realize that fucking person has a soul.
Yeah.
Same thing now, someone dead in a fucking coffin could be just sleeping, but you just know it's not sleeping because that it factor that makes us all who we are is long gone.
The divine spark.
Whatever.
Yes.
That's what some people, that's how people describe it, certainly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You look, it's that fucking, that little element that no one could quite put their finger on.
Right, and you can't really define.
Yeah.
But when you know it's gone, though.
From
these people that have passed, so. Whatever. There's a lot of funeral stories now, but...
Yeah, why go there? It's a happy occasion.
What?
I don't know.
Nah, it was cool. It was cool to see a lot of, people and stuff.
Yeah. Everyone, doing well? Did they all wind up doing well for themselves?
Yeah, a lot of them are doing all right for themselves, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of them are doing okay, man.
You didn't have fucking poverty guy that just walks around and goes, it must be nice, huh?
Yeah, you get a couple of those guys.
Yeah, but, I don't have to tell you, must be nice to...
Oh, Mr. Moneybags!
Here it is. Oh, jeez. So how many cars did you buy? I'm still driving my fucking... Remember the car I used to drive? What?
Hey,
still driving?
Like old time's sake, you want to spin a couple tunes over there, show them how it's done? I've gotten that one.
Every wedding.
Probably 1,000 times. The one guy that has to think he's being clever. Hey,
Why don't you get up there and spin some tunes?
Show 'em how it's done, huh?
You want a DJ?
Radio boy.
Fucking people.
But they're all the same people. We all know those people.
Oh, yeah.
People are relating. They all know. They all know that guy.
Oh, God.
So that was it, I guess. It was a quick trip.
Yeah.
Fucking quick trip to Rochester and back.